News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
Good day, this is World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. United States President Joe Biden conducted a meeting with his senior national security team to talk about the concern regarding the possible retaliation of Iran against Israel. U.S. President Biden said that he is informed of the preparations to support Israel in case Iran attack occurs again. The tension between the Middle Eastern countries intensifies following the killing of Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh, where accusation of the killing and vow of retaliation were thrown against Israel. Israel meanwhile denied its responsibility to the killing of Hamas political leader. U.S. Secretary Antony Blinken said that the officials are working hard and diplomatic efforts are made to prevent the further escalation of the conflict between the Middle Eastern countries. Many countries involving U.S. and UK instructed their fellow citizens to leave Lebanon as Hezbollah, an Iran-backed militant group, may take part on any possible response.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris selected Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate for the U.S. presidential election on November. On a social media post, the U.S. Vice President explained her decision, emphasizing the conviction to fight for middle-class families of the Minnesota governor that stood out to her, among others. Minnesota Governor Walz is the 41st governor of Minnesota who was first elected on the 2018 election and won the 2022 re-election for the same candidacy. Meanwhile, former President Barack Obama said that Governor Walz is an ideal partner for the Democratic presidential candidate because of its experience as well as his values and integrity for the role. It was noted earlier in July that U.S. President Biden withdrew his candidacy for U.S. presidential elections after several demands for withdrawal, which paved the way for U.S. Vice President Harris to take over his position.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
The Philippine Embassy conducted a consular outreach service and overseas voter mobile registration in Jeju, South Korea. The consular team provided 98 consular and assistance services to Filipino community members, including passport applications, notarial, civil service registration, and embassy ID processing. Other agencies also joined the outreach, offering a combined total of 116 services. More than 50 overseas Filipino voters registered during the mobile registration, an activity led by the embassy. At least 70 Filipino workers in Jeju City attended an orientation seminar conducted by the Philippine Overseas Labor Office in Seoul. Labor Attached Maya Valderrama, OWA Welfare Officer Nel D.G. Chanco, and Pag-ibig Representative James Lumantas discussed labor trends in South Korea, current labor regulations, and services offered by their respective agencies.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.
And that concludes our today's edition of World News in 5 here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is Ella Lobenia. Good day.
World News in 5.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes.
World News in 5.
Here on Radyo Pilipinas Worldwide.